So supplements are a help to your diet. So it's either a help for vitamins in addition to. So we can use them if something is missing from your diet or if something is lacking from your diet. So if your vitamin count is low or protein count is low, we supplement it. So it's in addition to. So it's basically adding something into your diet.
It was one of the original compounds in a lot of pre-workouts that were out there. There's a big lawsuit going on with USP Labs about it being stashed in some of their products without being labeled correctly. I know that it causes dehydration, it causes irregular heartbeats, so it's something that's a spike in your body. So it's like a ephedra base and very toxic, very bad for you. It's been pulled off the market for years, but they found a synthetic brand to bring in. I know that a lot of people in the military had issues with it, and that's again one of the reasons there's big lawsuits now, but it's completely unhealthy, terrible for your body. Every one of us took it because we had no idea, but you felt it. And now looking back on it, it's like, all right, I get it, and I know why you felt that way.
DMAA stands for dimethylamylamine, and it is found in products such as Jacked and OxyElite Pro. This product promises strength, energy, power, and endurance. DMAA is a stimulant, meaning that its effects can be compared to small doses of speed or cocaine. A safe level of DMAA is currently undetermined, yet it was used in supplements. The product Jacked has been linked to many deaths nationwide due to the DMAA component. DMAA accelerates your heart rate and can increase your blood pressure, leading to an irregular heart rhythm, heart attacks, and strokes. DMAA has also been known to cause heart failure, kidney failure, seizures, and cerebral hemorrhaging. Products containing DMAA are banned in the U.S. military, the NCAA, Major League Baseball, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The FDA's Department for Supplements has very limited legal power, so products containing ingredients like DMAA can be sold in stores, and the FDA cannot ban it, but only advise its removal from those stores. Proteins have an overall benefit on physical activity and on overall health. Some clinical studies have also shown that taking whey protein in combination with strength training can increase lean body mass, strength, and muscle size. Under the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act of 1994, protein supplements, like any other supplement, are not regulated by the FDA. This means that supplement manufacturers do not need to register their products with the FDA, and they do not need the FDA's approval before producing or selling dietary supplements. After completing my general research on supplements, I wanted to learn more, so I sought out some professionals and asked them some questions. Immediately, Jennifer Zellup came to mind. She is an entrepreneur, the co-owner of CKO Kickboxing and Peekskill, and an Isagenix representative. Isagenix is a supplement company. Another example of someone who is really knowledgeable in this field is Kristen Riesch. She is an entrepreneur, a kickboxing instructor, an Isagenix representative, a personal trainer, a lifestyle coach, and a raw powerlifter. And finally, I looked no further than to Brad Ettinger. He is an entrepreneur, a nationally ranked raw powerlifter, and a personal trainer. He holds a bachelor's degree in exercise science and is currently working as a fitness specialist in Corporate Fitness Works.
I only use one particular brand of supplement, and I use protein powder. It's crucial that we get enough protein in our diets. It also contains a very high dose of minerals and trace minerals. Minerals and trace minerals, again, is something that we don't get in our diet like we used to. So it's actually soil breakdown provides minerals into our food, and we just don't have the quality of soil that we did even 25 years ago. And I'll also use antioxidants. So I'll use supplements that provide high doses of things that you would get from fruits and vegetables in a more concentrated form.
We use Isogenics, which is a complete supplement line. It's a nutrition line. They have proteins, they have recovery aids, they have cleanses. So that's stuff that we kind of lean towards just because it's quality and we know what we're putting in our body.
We also take vitamins, of course, on top of that. So we'll also take like our omega-3s, vitamin D, calcium, vitamin C, of course.
So I use supplements for a variety of reasons. One, our lifestyle. We're way busier than we ever have been. The quality of our food supply system is severely diminished. To give you an example, 1970, let's say, in order to meet the requirements for spinach, you would need, 1 or 2 cups of spinach. Now we're up to 10 or 15 cups of spinach in order to get that same level. So the quality of what we're growing is not the same quality as it has been in years past. I also use it for convenience. Yes, very much so. My energy levels increased dramatically. I also was able to put on more muscle mass and use fat for energy. Also increased my my level of patience with my friends, family, with my kids, and also my sleep. I noticed my sleep improve. So I had more. Would fall asleep, sleep through the night, and wake up refreshed and feeling like I got a decent night's sleep rather than waking up like, I would get up before the alarm would go off. So it was good.
With what I do with powerlifting and training and competing, I'm always looking for something that's going to help me perform to a higher level. And I don't mean like make me a better person. I mean what's going to make me recover faster so that the next day I can push myself harder. So
I don't necessarily want anything to make me feel too much energy where I have the jitters and my head's all over the place. I want something that's going to keep me focused, mental clarity, something that, again, increases recovery. Recovery is huge for anybody who plays a sport, any athlete, even just a regular fitness enthusiast that goes to the gym on a daily basis. You want to recover faster because then you can excel even further the next day.
Yes, absolutely, for convenience. And also if I find that their diet is lacking in something. A lot of people are very guilty of eating the same thing all the time, so there's no variety. So that lack of variety is where we miss out on the vitamins and minerals that we need in balanced form. So again, bringing supplements into their diets is crucial for a happy, healthy body. Ingredients. The ingredients are crucial. There's been plenty of cases where there's been jet fuel found in supplements. There's been rat poison found in supplements. There's been mercury found in supplements. There's been, awful chemicals found in supplements. So supplements are really no joke. They're to be taken seriously, and you need to know where those supplements are coming from. It's a big deal.
when you take something and it makes you feel really, really bad, it's probably not good. So for me, when I've experienced many supplements, I've tried everything in GNC because I was one of those kids growing up. I went to the supplement store and listened to the guy behind the counter because I thought he knew it all. But, experiencing so many highs and lows and crashes and upset stomachs and nauseous feeling and headaches and all the bad stuff, you know it's not good for you when you're experiencing that, but you're almost a little too naive and too young to know you should listen to your body. But that's my best advice. Listen to your body because it'll tell you if it's good or not.
If you're taking something and it literally feels like your heart is going to explode out of your chest, you should not be taking that supplement whatsoever. Maybe if you have certain allergies to something or maybe sensitive to something, that's one thing. That you're not aware of, that's one thing. But you should never have adverse reactions to something. And if you truly don't know what it is or why you're taking it, you shouldn't be taking it, period.
Yes, very much so. So there's depending upon the supplement. So even a vitamin. So even a vitamin we can misuse and overdose, and it's, vitamin A you can have too much of. Like if you ate sweet potatoes for 5 straight days, or ate an overabundance of carrots for 5 straight days, your palms of your hands would actually turn orange from the beta carotene. That's not a bad thing, but it's an overuse. It's a misuse. I mean, when your body's changing like that, that's a problem. And what happens too with supplements is that beta carotene example, you have a physical example that's going on in your body. There's a lot of things that go on internally that you don't know that's happening. Again, supplements should be taken with somebody who a doctor or a nutritionist, somebody who can give you real advice and guidance on taking those supplements. Just don't go into a store and buy them and start taking them. The ingredients and where the ingredients are sourced. That's my biggest. Then I look at what's the supplement's goal and what is the balance of the ingredients in the supplement. So for example, a protein powder has to be so much more than just pure protein. There needs to be vitamins, it needs to be minerals, it needs to be trace minerals, there needs to be and in those minerals there need to be certain balances of those minerals that work in conjunction within the body. And a good example of that is salt and potassium and magnesium. So salt and potassium and magnesium impact each other, and when one goes up, one has to come down, and things like that. So when you're looking at a supplement, I look at those ratios to see where they are and if they're healthy for the body. Not every supplement company takes that into account. So you could have ratios that are off, which would then in turn make you not feel well.
It's pretty simple for me. What I look for is quality. I look for where the source is. I look for the ingredients list. Mainly you can go by, if it's a shorter ingredients list, you're a little safer because it's not all the additives and preservatives and dyes and chemicals that they put in a lot of the stuff on the market today. So we really look for the simple, organic, all natural stuff that's going to benefit our body and not pollute it.
Also a brand. We like to stick with a particular brand that we know we can trust. We know that they perform independent testing on it. We know where it's sourced from. And as Brad had said, we want everything to be derived from organic, natural, non-GMO ingredients versus some, chemical that could just be put in and we're not sure of it.
When you're finding stuff that's organic and all natural and non-GMO and the additives aren't in there, they're healthy for your body because your body's not going to fight it when you put it in. So this is something like when we look for a supplement, we look for something that we can take forever. Because if I'm enhancing my body and I'm making myself perform to a higher level and recovering faster and experiencing all these benefits, why would I want to stop? This is all about increasing performance and making a better you. So when you find something that's healthy and works, you stick with it. And if it's a good source, it's something that you're never going to have to go a day without. So that, for me, it's something, I put good stuff in my body so that I can keep putting it in my body and I don't have to come off of it, because that's when you know it's not good. It's too toxic, it's too much.
The word supplements itself is just it's so broad on the spectrum of things that you can take as far as helping your body, whatever goals you're trying to achieve. There are some really, really bad ones and there are some really great ones. Again, it all goes back to, the sourcing behind it. From what we use, it benefits us because of the natural derivatives and how it works with your body. We encourage everybody to do their research before they even go there. But yeah, we would just want to make sure that we're getting, all the nutrients that we're lacking in our food nowadays, or maybe that, because we're pressing ourselves so hard in the gym, everything that's going out is also going to, come back to us.
Yes, I've experienced it myself many times. Taking a pre-workout, get to the gym, this is in college, and having a really intense leg workout, getting about 3/4 of the way through it, and having to run to the bathroom. Now you lose your meal, you lose your pre-workout, so that's a waste. And then for me, I went straight into a migraine, so it was awful. I mean, I had to sit in a dorm room with lights off and terrible headache and all because I put something in my body that I had no idea what was in it.
A couple years ago, like I said, I mean, I was the girl that I struggled with my weight my whole life. I always wanted that something extra, that supplement that was gonna, make that, make me lose the weight and everything will be great again, because you see it on the commercials and in the stores all the time. And, I started taking all different types of stuff, and when I started looking at it and saying like, wait a second, why is this supplement hot pink or red or yellow? This isn't a natural color. What am I putting into my body? Developing rashes, again with the, heart exploding out of the chest, never a good idea, headaches, dizziness, and then of course, diuretics. Diuretics are huge when it comes to weight loss. So that's also something that I always want to say, is that you should never be going to the bathroom every hour unless you're really hydrated. It shouldn't be happening.
And that's like gallons of water.
So that's a bad supplement experience.
Look to somebody who you admire. You're not going to walk into a random place and run up to the first person you see and just ask them a million questions because, you want to. Do your research, look for a good source for an article for what you're looking for, and do your research, do your due diligence. And then talk to people, get a bunch of opinions. Don't just go to GNC and ask the guy behind the counter, because if you look at them 99% of the time, they're not somebody you want to be. They're not somebody you want to look like, so why would you take their advice? If you know a great trainer at a great gym or a great nutritionist, go to them, because they have titles to their name for a reason. Research, 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 because that's when you're going to get to the good answer and a good conclusion.
Ultimately, you should always consult your doctor before you even take a supplement. So, you should always consult your physician and discuss why it is that you want to take this, and they'll be able to better recommend and discuss it further with you. As far as like what allergies you may have and how that may conflict with certain things. Always consider the source. Always, think about an individual that you want to look like, that that you trust, that has a background in it, not just. You also don't want to just go up to that kid that's at the gym that's massive and be like, okay, like, what are you taking? I want to do everything that you're doing. Just verify, what he's telling you to take at the same time.
And you do your research.
Yeah, and you do your research. The supplement industry it's amazing. There's so many things that you can look into. But definitely know what you're doing before you go into it. Check your information and really check your sources. Sources is everything. And yeah, just enjoy the ride.